welcome to your masterclass on how to quit your soul-sucking day job and make money with your unique gifts and passions. I'm a manifestation coach and spiritual guide. And when you love what you do, you're never going to work another day in your life. This is for you if you feel stuck in a job that is a limited paycheck that gives you limited amount of time to do what you want, and you are looking to transition into a new life. You want to transition to time freedom, financial freedom, and do what you love. We are leaving behind the old construct of the matrix and understanding and believing that you have to work 50, 60, 70 hours a week and only have nights and weekends to yourself and then retire after an entire lifetime worth of working. We're leaving that behind and we're stepping into this new construct of making money with your unique gifts and passions and choosing time and financial freedom for yourself. So I am here to take you through this. I did this myself. I used to work in corporate and now I make money with my unique gifts and passions, and I am here to share this with you. So get cozy for the next 20 minutes, find a nice place to sit, get a cup of coffee and a paper and a pen, and you are going to want to hear this. And I have big news for you. If you are here watching this, you are ready. You are ready to make that change out of living and working in this old construct of, time is money into peace and freedom where you can choose to do what you love and your passions. And that is where the unlimited money comes in. That is where the time freedom comes in. So buckle up. I am here with you through this transition and let's get started. Step number 1. You have to admit that you are miserable, that you are struggling, that you don't like where you are right now. You guys, the number 1 money block is denial. Stop denying your desires. You know that there is better out there for you. Admit to yourself that you want the luxury items, that you want to travel, that you want to spend time with your family and your children, okay? You know that there is more out there and you have to believe that it's there for you. You have to believe in yourself enough to know that you deserve that and you are ready for this change. You have to admit that you're not living the life that you want to live. You have to admit that you being comfortable right now is uncomfortable. You want to do this for yourself. You want to do this for your family. This is not just about quitting your job. This is about emotional fulfillment, finding your passions, and really going after your dreams and desires. You can do this. Stop denying yourself this opportunity. I worked in corporate finance for 10 years in the tax field. And towards the end of my tenure, I physically couldn't sit at my desk all day long anymore. I couldn't send another email. I couldn't talk on the phone anymore. I was blowing off my work. It wasn't fair to my boss and colleagues. I knew that I needed a change in my heart, in my soul. I could not do this anymore. And you might be feeling this too. Change is among us, you guys. If you are truly feeling like you can't actually go to work anymore, you're going to want to pay attention. That is the first step in understanding that you deserve more, okay? And you deserve your desires. Step number 2, you're going to want to learn how to manifest money, okay? And money manifestation is essentially creating more money in your life on a conscious level. So being able to pull money into your life in any sort of way without a job. Money manifestation changed my life. I manifested money for 3 years without a job. You don't need a job to do this. Money can come into your life however it decides to. And this is a part of the manifestation process. This is also a mindset. So you're going to want to work on your money mindset, because what got you into your dead end soul-sucking job in the first place is your money mindset. Our life is a reflection of who we are. So if you want to see upgrades in your life, you're going to need to do that inner work. You're going to need to work on your money mindset. You're going to want to work on money manifestation. If you are interested in learning about money manifestation, check out my monthly membership. It's called Manifestation Mastery. It's $69 a month. And this is an investment that you're going to want to make in yourselves, you guys. I made this extremely affordable for everyone because I truly believe everyone needs to know how to do this. This is what's going to sort of upgrade your life in ways that you didn't even know were possible. And so this step is sort of twofold. So when you are learning how to manifest money, when you are learning how to consciously pull money into your life, which is super exciting, you're also going to want to release the negative out of your life. You're going to want to choose, and the bigger the release, the bigger the money value, opportunity, connection is going to come into your life. Because when you release something energetically, it's going to be replaced by a positive. That's just how it works. So I want to share my story with you because I want you to understand how this sort of falls out in the physical, but also understand that your life is going to look different than my life. Your manifestations are not going to come in the way mine are. So there's no need to judge how my manifestations came in because yours are going to look differently. So when I started to learn how to manifest money, I was also towards the end of my tenure at my corporate job, I was in an abusive relationship for a long time. And when I decided that I wanted to leave my old life behind, that I was ready for change, and this all came from an attitude of deservedness and worthiness. Like I knew that I deserved more and better. So I decided to leave my ex-husband at the time. He was a narcissist. I went through a lot of mental and emotional turmoil with him. And so when this transition was happening, I decided to separate from him and eventually divorce from him. And when his negative energy left my energy field, he left a huge hole, and energetically I'm talking. And because I was learning how to manifest money and call good things in on a conscious and subconscious level, my life was just flooded with value and opportunity and money. So because I left him and the house, he bought me out of the house, which was $30,000. That was the biggest chunk of change that I had ever seen. And before this, I was in 6 figures of debt. I had school loans, I had a mortgage, I had a large car bill, right? I had all of these sort of high installment payments on a monthly basis. So money was coming in, but it was also going out, and I had very little disposable income and very little time for myself, right? Because I was continuing to work, and that's how you get stuck in this cycle, is you have to go to work to pay your bills to maintain your lifestyle. So in sort of getting out of this stuck situation, I said, I need to leave this person behind because he is not serving me anymore. And as I released that negative, that cash came in. I was able to buy a car. My car payment went down. I didn't have a mortgage payment anymore. I had manifested a brand new 2-bedroom apartment, custom made for about $1,000 a month. I had gone through a debt reconsolidation process, so I had no more debt. You guys, it was literally miraculous. I am telling you, this money manifestation process and releasing, this is why step number 2 is twofold. And I'm here to tell you, release and manifest money, okay? Because as you release the negative, the good is going to come in. And you're going to want to practice this money manifestation, right? Practice makes perfect. This is a mastery. This is an art. This is a skill set. Anyone can manifest money, okay? Anyone. You just have to learn. So you're going to want to make this investment in yourself. This is about stripping out your limiting beliefs around money. When you upgrade your mindset around money to believe that you have enough and there's always more, that's the stability that you're looking for in your life, regardless if you have a job or not. Like I said, I manifested money for 3 years without a job. It came into my life through investments in all sorts of different ways. So you need to trust me on this one. Money manifestation, release the negative. Step number 3, you're going to want to create stability for yourself as you move through this transition from your old life to your new life, right? From releasing this old paradigm of stepping into your new unique gifts and passions and making money as an entrepreneur. So when I talk about creating stability for yourself, what I mean is lower your monthly expenses. And this means moving in with your parents, move in with your sister, your brother, your friend, get rid of your expensive car, downgrade to one that you don't have a car payment. You're going to want to pay off all your debt, as much debt as you can, right? And then reach for some investment that you have. Maybe you have a savings, maybe you have, and look, you're not going to know about this until you do the money manifestation, right? Because if you had the money, you probably already would have accessed it. So what happened to me was when I was just about to quit my 9-to-5 job, I had this sort of plan B where I was going to create a digital marketing company. But I still didn't have a business. I still didn't have money coming in. But I said, I need to quit my job. Like, it was literally urgent. I couldn't be there anymore. And as I was giving my resignation, I realized that I had a 401k. And this came to me, right? This came to me as a thought. This is how manifestation works. You get thoughts that you take inspired action on in order to reach your manifestation in the physical, because I was manifesting 6 figures at the time. And so I said to myself, I'm going to cash in my 401k. Now, this is a little bit controversial for my family. People thought I was a little bit crazy, but you know what? I knew this was my manifestation coming into fruition. That was about $65,000 at the time. And I knew I needed this money to invest in myself at this moment in time. And that $65,000 was going to last me 1 year in retirement, number one. Number two, by the time I got to retirement, it wouldn't even be worth half of that with inflation. Number three, that was my money. That wasn't the bank's money. That was my money. I worked my ass off in corporate for that money. And number four, money's not worth anything if you're not using it. Let that sink in. If you have savings, if you have investments that are just sitting there, I suggest you really think about using that during this transition in your life, because you're not going to need your savings. You're not going to need your retirement account. You're not going to need these sums of money when you retire, right? Because retirement is a part of that construct. We are moving away from that construct. You are not going to need to retire if you find your passion and create passive income. And that's the goal, right? We're creating time and financial freedom during this process. So you have to believe in yourself enough to invest in yourself, to use the money that you have at your disposal, however much that is, working through the manifestation process and allowing that money to create stability for you during this time. This is not a forever thing. This is a transition thing. So whatever that amount of money is for like 6, 8, 12 months, know that you have that and your basic needs are met, right? Home, car, food, clothes. And the idea here is to take the need of money out of the picture, because your need for money, your need to go to work and make money and pay your bills, it's what's actually pushing all of your money and desires away. So when you can take out the emotional attachment to money and sort of stop needing it, which is what you're doing as you're creating the stability for yourself, you're going to free up your time. This is the time freedom that we're looking for you to follow your passions and your good feelings and find what you love and your unique gifts, right? You need that time freedom for yourself to be able to explore who you are and what you want to do. So this stability is a mindset, as I said, it's believing that, always believing that there's more and believing that you have enough. And this is the money mindset work that you're going to be doing along the way, right? This is the program that you're upgrading to be able to move you into this new version of yourself, to this new life that you so desire. Step number 4. Now that you have the time freedom, and look, this is going to look different for everyone. You might choose to actually take a part-time job so that you still have money coming in. If you weren't able to manifest a huge chunk of change to be able to create a full day of financial stability and time freedom, even if you get a part-time job, that is okay. Everyone's journey is going to look different. I'm just sort of giving you an outline as to how this looks, and you're going to know what's right for you. So now that you've created that time freedom, what do? Right? You have 4 to 8 hours in your day, depending on if you have a family, right? I had my son was in daycare, and so he went to school and I had the whole day to myself. And so every time I walked past my desk to do, this like digital marketing business, I was like, I really feel like it. That doesn't feel right to me. It didn't feel good. And recognize that you have only a certain amount of energy. So the amount of energy that you're going to put into something has to be significant. I knew that I wasn't going to settle on anything that I wasn't absolutely obsessed with and passionate about. And so instead, I followed my good feelings. And what did I do? I napped during the day, dropped my son off, you bet. I went back to bed. And look, this is going to happen when you're coming out of survival mode. Your body is going to need to rest, and that is okay. You cannot judge yourself on what you feel like feels good. Just do it. And again, don't believe the naysayers. Don't take advice from people who aren't already in your position. You can do whatever feels good to you, and that is what is going to get you there, okay? I went for long walks. I sat in the sun. I scrolled social media for self-development content. And what you consume is really important here, you guys. I'm not talking about scrolling social media with the doom and gloom and the, the crime mysteries. I'm talking about social development, creative and inspirational content. And what ended up happening was the algorithm is very intelligent. And because the entire world runs on frequency, right? And we are energetic beings, we're going to attract into the algorithm what we are. And what happened was on my For You, was consuming content that awakened me. And so if someone were to come into my apartment and they'd be like, what are you doing with your time? They would see me in my PJs scrolling TikTok. But really, that was so productive for me, because then I came into learning about energy and manifestation. And coincidentally, this is my passion and love for and what I'm doing now to make money. So don't judge yourself on what feels good. And you're going to follow your good feelings. You're going to try new things, because, if you don't know what your passions are, you have to try new things to sort of find what you love. So with this time freedom, you're going to prioritize yourself. You're going to take care of yourself. You're going to prioritize your mental, emotional health, because that's the name of the game, right? We want to continue to raise our vibrational frequency. This is where your desires are. On the scale of vibrational frequency, your desires are in peace and love and gratitude and positive expectation, and in abundance. And so what I ended up doing during the day was trauma release work, reprogramming my money mindset. And I continue to use that time for myself to invest in myself and my mental, emotional health. And this is what led me to my passions and my desires and this peace and freedom that I'm living in now. So step number 4, follow the good feelings, don't judge yourself, and continue to work on yourself throughout this time. Step number 5 is, once you find what you love, you're going to want to practice it and then monetize it. Once you find what you love and you find your passion and you continue to do it, people are going to see that you love this and you're going to be magnetic, and people are going to want what you have. They're going to want to buy your service. They're going to want to buy your product, because you're just so magnetic, because you're living in this frequency of love and peace and abundance. Start crafting your practice, start to monetize it. And this whole sort of 5-step process could take 6 months, it could take a year, it could take 3 years. Everyone is different. Everyone's going to work on a different pace. And especially when it comes to prioritizing your mental, emotional health, everyone starts from a different baseline. So you have to do the inner work, though, you guys. This is really what it's about. You have to work on yourself. You have to release the negative limiting beliefs about yourself, because your desires, in order to reach your desires, you have to believe that you deserve them, and you have to believe that you know how to get there. So I have a special offer for you. If you are ready to transition from this old paradigm into your new reality, if you want to jump timelines, if you want to quantum leap into this new version of yourself and this new life, I am offering one-on-one coaching sessions for a limited time. So because I did this, I am able now to show you the way. I am here to hold your hand through this transition. So you know a little bit about what it entails. But if you are really looking to make this happen, if you've been stuck for a long time and you have a really hard time finding your way out, make sure you click on the information. I'm going to leave everything in the description below. If you're interested in the one-on-one coaching, check it out. And I would love to work with you. I would love to show you the way. I really do believe this is the new way of being, the new way of living. Things are shifting. You can probably see it. You can probably see the shift happening. We are moving out of this matrix and into this new peace, freedom, and authentic version of ourselves. So believe that you deserve it, right? In summary, believe that you deserve it. Believe that you can do it. Stop denying yourself of your desires. Number 2, learn how to manifest money. Work on your money mindset. That is what is going to upgrade your life, regardless if you have a job or not. You have to upgrade your program in order to create that stability in your life. Downsize if you need to. Reach for investments. Move in with someone who you know is going to support you. And allow this transition to happen as you continue to stabilize yourself. Find the time freedom for yourself. Make time for yourself. Find what feels good. Follow the good feelings. Follow your passions. And raise your vibrational frequency. You guys work on yourselves. Prioritize your mental, emotional health. Do trauma release work. And in this process, you are going to recognize your true gifts. Your passions are going to create this sort of unlimited lifestyle for you. It is a really beautiful process, and I am so excited for you. If you are here, you are ready for this. So check out Manifestation Mastery. Check out the one-on-one coaching. I am here for you. Enjoy.